YouTube, we are back, man, with another episode of looking at my game collection, the KJMGaming collection, right? So, we bought some bangers the other time, right? The PS2 stuff. I think we're gonna keep going through the PS2 stuff. I may slip in a couple other systems in there, but there's too much PS2 gold, right? So I think that we're probably gonna stick with PS2. And without further ado, man, let's just jump into these games, right? Let's see what I got hiding in the bag of tricks. So, first up, we got, let's pull it up. Sly. What's that junk stand for? Steel Lancer Arena International. Now, back in the day, I picked this game up for 10 bucks. I don't know what it's going for now, but this game is so sick, right? So, back in the day, there was a time, right, where like Armored Core kind of had its like popularity. That was like the premier mech game on like the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2, I feel, right? And then we got some on the PS3 and the 360. And I want Armored Core to come back so bad, y'all don't even know. But Sly is it is an arena-based mech game, man, where you can kind of control your robots, and you go call them robots, but I think they're called like lancers in this game, like steel lancers maybe. But you control your mech, right? And then you have a 6-story mode where you go head-to-head with like a bunch of different like factions and stuff. And I think you're just trying to beat them out to become like the #1 mech battler in the arena, pretty much. And this game got slept on, man. This game is actually mad good, but I feel like not a lot of people played it, right? But it's a lot more arcadey than our Armored Core was, which is something I remember about it. I was gonna say Armored Core is a simulation. I can't really call it a sim because I don't know how many like real life mechs we got people piloting around here. But this game has much more of, like, let's say if Armored Core is Gran Turismo, right, then we'll say this is like Crazy Taxi. Like, it's just way more arcadey and fast paced. But this game is sick, man, and I highly recommend it to anybody looking for a mech game on the PS2. Check out Sly, man. Not gonna go wrong. Alright, next up, we're taking a look at, I love this series, bro, Hunter the Reckoning Wayward. I got this bad boy for $5 back in the day, man. So, I don't know how familiar you guys are with the Hunter the Reckoning series, and I've played through and beat the first one. And did I beat this one? Was it Wayward that I beat? Or I think there was another one that I beat. But Hunter the Reckoning series, right? It's based off of, guys, help me out. I'm gonna get like roasted in the comments because I don't know for sure. Is it a comic or a visual novel series or like a movie? But these games are so cool, right? I first got introduced to them back on the original Xbox, and my fondest experiences with this series, right, are through the co-op elements of the game, where you can pick up to like 4 or 5 heroes, right? You have Esteban Cortez, right, where you got the priest who can shoot like the spirit gun, hit you with like the Yu Yu Hakusho thing. You got the martyr, like, and there's each character has like a different class, right, which means they have different weapons, different special abilities, and you go through these levels. And it's got like secrets hidden, and like you're taking on mobs, and it's like a twin stick game, right, where you move with one and then the right like rotates and moves around your character, and like you aim your weapons in certain directions and stuff. The Hunter the Reckoning series, I feel like, gets severely slept on. If you're looking for like sick co-op games and just something with a really like neat atmosphere and something that's like very different, like this game just feels like super 90s to me, but in a good way, man. This game's I appreciate it. I think that the Hunters and the Reckoning series is like something special, and if you guys are looking for something to play with the homies, sit down, play some co-op, can't go wrong, man. Hunter the Reckoning Wayward. Alright, so the next one we got up. Now, this is a game that my brother played more than I did, but I'm still definitely glad that I picked it up, and I'll go through it sometime myself. But it's Raw Danger. For the PS2, man. Look at how bad this box art is, bro. This box art is this box art's trash, right? The box art's hella terrible. But Raw Danger is actually, it's a really unique game, right? Because you know how most games, like, it's combat oriented, right? Where like you got your guns, or you got like your swords, or you got like some sort of weapon, and you go different areas killing enemies, blah blah blah. Well, Raw Danger is more about like environment traversal and like problem solving, where like you play a character and basically like you're in a city where like there's a torrential downpour, and like the weather has devastated everything, so like everything's all destroyed and like falling over, and you're basically trying to figure out how to survive this natural disaster and get your character to safety while trying to maybe help other people along the way. And that's so cool, right? Like, what a neat premise of something where like you're not out here like killing people or killing monsters and demons, but you're like Mother Nature's trying to kick your ass and you're trying to get out of the cityscape, and it's something different, you know? So like, if that premise interests you, if you're into like jank, like Japanese, like PS2 niche experiences, you gotta give this a shot, man, because this game's actually really cool and you might like the uniqueness of it. It's definitely something different. So, Raw Danger. Alright, so next up we got the classic. I actually got a video on the channel, man, about this game right here, and that is, okay, Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. And I picked this up on the PS2 back in the day for 15 bucks. 15 bucks for Nocturne, man. So good, so good. And what can I say, man? This game is so damn good. Now, there's a lot that you can talk about when it comes to Nocturne, but for me, the thing that I always come back to is the art and the atmosphere. I feel like the atmosphere in this game is so well done because of how like damn oppressive the atmosphere is in this game. Like, I remember just like at some points like just being exhausted and nervous playing this game, and like it's not even in a bad way, but I feel like it's designed to like to get those emotions out of you, because like sometimes you're in these like labyrinthine areas where you're coming up on like all these stops, or like you're having to fight these random encounters while you're running out of resources, and you can feel like the tension building and like, oh, my demons are running low on SP, I'm out of health items, and just this is I don't consider myself ass at games, right? Like, I consider myself like pretty good at most stuff that I play, and this game is definitely challenging, man. I've heard that the farther that you get in, like the easier some things become. Like, it's one of those games where like the beginning definitely seems like much more of a learning curve, and then as the game progresses, it really does start to get easier rather than the other way around. But there are definitely some choke points in this game where like it can stop your progress and it can frustrate you, but not in a bad way, man. Like, if you're into RPGs with like a solid story, like if you like things related to like mythology and religion, like Christianity and like heaven versus hell, angels and demons, and like the apocalypse, and just like cryptic and sort of like dark imagery and that sort of stuff, you can't go wrong with this game, man. Shin Megami Nocturne, super solid game. Glad to have it as a part of the PS2 collection. So we got, let's see. Ooh. So this is one that I haven't played like a whole bunch of, just a little bit, but it's Ghost in the Shell standalone complex for the PS2, man. And it's got my girl Motoko. Look at that. Oh, she got the cheeks. Oh, what you doing out here, Motoko? It's got my girl Motoko Kusanagi. And I miss these sorts of games, man. So like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that Ghost in the Shell standalone complex for the PS2 is the best thing to ever come out. It's not remotely close to even the best thing to come out on the PS2. But what I can say, man, is that like I miss like middleware, right? We're just like not AAA, extremely big, humongous title, but not like broke, right? Like there wasn't, it's not like this like $2 indie development thing where there was no team or no resources behind it, but things that were like B level, you know, things that like got some money, like it was made by a team that clearly had love and passion for the project. They didn't have the most money in the world, but they wanted to come together and make something cool. And like, that's what this is, man. It's like a third-person action game, and I'm sure it's got like its stealth elements. You can play like the cute little robot thingies where you play your girl Motoko, you're jumping through the levels, and it's like, it's fun, man. Like, if you're a fan of Ghost in the Shell, you're gonna enjoy it. If you're a fan of like Japanese, like otaku and just like nerd culture sort of stuff, you're gonna love it. If you're, like, it's really cool to like look back at games like this, man, and just think about the diversity of video games that were allowed to exist back in the PS2 era, excuse me, because I feel like so much has changed with video game development as a whole, where like titles like this aren't really allowed to come out anymore, you know, and this was just like a cool blast in the in the past, right, to be able to see something like this and just say, you know what, I miss games like that, man. So Ghost in the Shell standalone complex for the PS2, not terrible, pretty damn good game, man. It's a lot of fun, So we're talking about slept on, none other, Rogue Galaxy, like the best JRPG that no one talks about, dude. This game is so sick. Like, everything from the cell shaded artwork to like the combat. I love the combat in this game, man. Weirdly enough, I would say this game gives me like One Piece vibes, you know, where like you got like your main superhero protagonist boy, and as time goes on, you start picking up like this ragtag group of like friends and nakama, and you're going around to different planets, solving problems, getting into trouble, and just picking up new weapons and getting stronger along the way. And it's this game is so good, man, but nobody ever talks about this. I never see this on like anybody's like best of list. I never see this, like, sometimes this doesn't even end up on like hidden gems list. Like, nobody talks about this game, and it's mad good. I'm a Rogue Galaxy stan, man. I want to see this game out there more and people talking about this junk and being like, hey, you know what, this game's kind of the truth, cause it is. So go out there and play some Rogue Galaxy. I think the cool part about this game now is that it is, I think, available digitally on like the PS3 store or something like that, but you can get this game digitally now. No excuse, bro. Go out here and play some Rogue Galaxy. Alright, we'll do a few more, man. I don't want to bore you guys, but I just have so much fun looking through like the old PS2 collection, man. I love these games. I love them. So this is Oni. Y'all remember this game? This game was like a launch title status for the PS2, right? Like, so let me be real with you. I remember this game much more for like the box art and the coolness factor of it, as opposed to like the game actually being good. And I don't know if this is true or not, but I think that the PS2 version, it might be vastly inferior to the PC version. I think somebody back in the day told me that, and maybe I'm a boomer and I'm lying, you know, but I thought I've heard that before. But this game does actually some pretty cool stuff with like the third person hand-to-hand combat stuff, you know. It's got some neat ideas in here, and it gets pretty ambitious, but it's hella PS2 launch title vibes, you know. It's got PS2 launch title aesthetic. And just look at the names on here, man. Like, you got Rockstar and Bungie, like, sitting on this. Like, that's how you know this game is old as shit, dude. You ain't never gonna see these developers on like the same box ever again in your life. Like, that's so crazy to me. But the game's cool, man. I remember having, what was it? Did I ever play this on multiplayer? Because it says the PS2 is just one player. I feel like I played this on multiplayer before. Maybe I'm tripping, bro. But this game's cool, man. Like, if you're looking for a blast in the past and you're just like, oh, look at this, cool box art. Sometimes cool box art is all you need, right? It's like a good thumbnail. Like, Oni, you know, give it a shot. Okay. So we got, next up is Okage. Oh my goodness, man, the Shadow King. Now, real talk, I haven't beat this game yet. I remember getting pretty far in, and if I'm not tripping, right, this is a JRPG, or am I lying to you? Is this a JRPG? Bro, my memory's effed up. I can't remember if this is an action RPG or a JRPG. But what I do remember are like the charming ass characters and like this game bringing a smile to my face, right? Like I remember the vibes. I'm gonna put some gameplay footage and stuff up with this game, and like I'm gonna have to just remind myself what this game even looks like. But the shit is sick, dude. Look, I got this game too when it was like $5. I don't know how much it's going for now, but this game, I gotta go. There's just so much stuff, right? Like, you guys ever look at your backlog or look at stuff and you're like, why didn't I ever finish this? Like, why don't I got so many sick games? Okay, let me go on a rant real quick. Now, people always talk about, right, of like, bro, there ain't no new games, good games coming out. First of all, especially right now, I feel like that's a lie, bro. The new Melty Blood just came out. I just beat Deathloop. That game has got, like, we got Metroid Dread coming out tomorrow. Your boy's ready, bro. I'm about to pop off. I'm super excited. Just dated this video like hell. It's alright, though. But, like, why are people so concerned though with like new game releases when you got a backlog, my guy? Like when you haven't even like played Resident Evil Remake, or you haven't even like gone back and played like Red Dead. Like people have these classic games, like, right, that they haven't touched, that are just waiting for them to experience, and they're like, bro, this new Call of Duty's ass. It is ass. Go through your backlog, bro. You got, Xbox, you got Xbox Game Pass. You're gonna sit here and tell me you ain't got nothing to play? You got nothing to play. Nothing. Alright, bro. That's that kind of stuff makes me mad, man. Like, go back, get in your backlog, and play Okage. You know, like, go back to the old stuff that you didn't give a chance to, or that you skipped, and go play some of the legendary stuff, man. Like, what are you waiting for? But that's my rant, man. Alright, so we'll do one more game. One more. So the last game we got up, I remember this game, man. This is another one that I got at like launch, but I didn't beat. We're talking about Rygar for the PS2. Yeah, boy. And this one is like a 3D action adventure, like platformer type deal. I remember this game being like sick. I remember it having some sick stuff with like the shield effects, and like you're throwing it and like you can break stuff, and just you can do just like a lot of cool crap with the shield in this game, man. Like you're low-key like Captain America's ancestor almost, and you're just going in breaking stuff and like doing like just sick stuff with shields. This is a really cool game, man, and like I think this is another one that gets slept on, where I don't really see it on like a lot of people's classics list or hidden gems list or anything like that. But Rygar is mad good. It's mad old, but the game's actually super good, and I feel like this game looks amazing for like the time that it came out too. For being like so early in the PS2 life cycle, this game looks mad good. So Rygar, the last one we're talking about today, man. But go play some of Captain America's ancestor and put your name in the hat, boy. Go play some Rygar. So let's get ready to finish up, man. We'll take a good look at the games we got today, and we'll be right back. Homies, right here, these are the games that we talked about, man. All classics. And the PS2 is just so damn good, right? The PS2 is such a good system. Man, I love going back through the old stuff and talking about the oldies, the goodies, and just everything that makes these games so sick, man. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know if you have any of the games that we just talked about. Let me know if you're going to now pick up any of the games we talked about. Let me know your favorite things on the PS2, and we'll be back a little bit later and talk about some more of my games, man. Go through some more of the collection. So be good out there. I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.